everyone. Today we are going to do a seahorse. It looks so complicated. It looks so complex, and maybe you feel a little nervous. It's okay to feel nervous. I'm going to do this step by step, and if you want us to, we can go a little bit, we can replay certain sections to see how you can draw a seahorse. It's very simple. All you need today will be your eraser, your pencil, and your sketchbook. At the end of the drawing, you can go ahead and color in your seahorse and add more stuff to your drawing, okay? But let's focus on the seahorse now. So here we have a seahorse taking a nap at the aquarium. Can you believe it? I couldn't find it at first because it was the same color as the rock, but here it is, taking a nap. Hello, seahorse. Let's start with the seahorse, and we are going to make its mouth. I'm just going to do, it looks like a little W over here, like that. Or backwards 3, and then you come around like that, and it's like a snout, and this part goes up and down, and then it goes up and down, and the bottom just goes down and down a little bit more, and then up. Okay, over here in the middle between the bottom and the top lines, we are going to make an eye for the seahorse. Then we're going to go up, up, up for the top of the head, and then down. Did you know that a seahorse has a fin behind its eye? So you make a backward C right there, and 2 lines, one up and one down, just like a tail fin for a fish, except it's right behind the seahorse's eye. Isn't that interesting? Now, we are going to draw something very interesting. Do you know that you have a skeleton in the middle of your body? It's made of bones. Your skeleton is inside your body. Do you know what? A seahorse has a skeleton on the outside of its body. Wow! You can actually see the bones. So we are going to make the seahorse's spine. And I'm going to let me start by making a very light line that kind of comes from here, curves around, and comes down like this. And on that line, you see how I made that line come down? Let me erase this extra line. Draw that very lightly. It's a slightly curvy line, and then it curves at the top, and then it comes down, and I'm going to make circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 circles. You know, if you don't have enough space for 9 circles, you could have 7 circles. It doesn't matter. Okay. Between each circle, there are 2 lines connecting them. 2 lines, 2 lines, and so on. Okay. Now, from each circle, there are 2 lines going outward, 2 lines going up, 2 lines going out on the side. First it goes up, and now it's going sideways. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, just like when we did the fish's fins, we are going to connect these bones together. You could just make slightly bumpy lines if you want to. Okay, and when you're done with that, we are going to make more lines coming from the circle. This time it's going down and then it goes sideways. Just do your best. I'm sure that each seahorse looks slightly different, just like us. We all have bones and muscles, but not all of us look exactly the same. Do you look like me? Do I look like you? So just in the same way, all of your seahorses are also going to be slightly different. And we're going to continue with 2 lines again from the side, 2 lines, 2 short lines. It looks like an equal sign in math, right? 2 lines. And I'm going to make 2 longer lines and slightly longer. See how it's getting longer and longer and longer and a little longer. And then from this top line over here, see the top one, I'm going to connect them. And there we go. The tummy is around here somewhere. Did you know something interesting about a seahorse? Who do you think carries the babies, the mom or the dad, after they have hatched? The dad carries them in his pouch, which is around here. It's like your belly. So see how it got wider? It's like the little tummy part of the seahorse. So after I completed this toward the tummy, I'm going to draw 2 more circles over here. If your line isn't long enough, just make it a little bit longer and add a circle and 2 lines. And then 2 lines sideways like this and another 2 lines sideways. I'm going to make this one a little bit longer, so that this connects to here and this connects to here. And I'm going to go sideways here and sideways here and connect it here and there. And at the back of the seahorse, it has a fin just like a fish. We've been seeing lots of fishes lately. I know that Mrs. Trees likes to take you to the aquarium each year, but we don't know what's going to happen this year. We're ready for the seahorse's tail. We are going to continue with our line, and we're going to make a nice long curl like this. So come down. Take your time and curl your line just ever so slightly. And I'm going to continue making circles. And 2 short lines here and a slightly longer line on this side. 2 equal lines, equal signs, and they get shorter and shorter on the side, and they stay the same on the other side. Now, as the tail comes to the curl, you still have circles, but the line becomes a little shorter. See how long it is up here? When you get down to here, it gets a little bit shorter, and another one, and another one, until it just becomes like a dot, because it gets smaller and smaller, shorter and shorter and shorter. because the tail, we say it tapers. It means it's wide on one end, and on the other end it is very narrow. So let me show you what I mean. So this side, the line goes from along, it's wider over here and it gets narrower until it meets the circle. See, like that. So it's wide over here and it's narrower and narrower and narrower and narrower. When this line and this line meet up, we say that it tapers, means it becomes closer and closer together. And the same is going to happen to the other side. So now we're doing this side of the tail. Connect, and you can connect. Keep connecting the lines together. And now do you see how it's wide over here? And over here it becomes closer and closer together because it is tapering until you get to a point, a little triangle at the end over here. Okay. It's our seahorse. I think sometimes it has a little fin right over here. And you can add in some details. Sometimes the seahorse likes to sleep and it anchors itself by wrapping its tail around some seagrass. It wraps itself so it doesn't float away while it's sleeping. Imagine if you fall asleep and you are in one place, and when you wake up, you're in a completely different place. That would be terrible. So the seahorse holds on to something so that when it wakes up, it's still in the same place. So there we go. Enjoy drawing.